This is my Samsung mobile phone running a Linux environment with Ubuntu, web server, Git, Python, and so forth. So today we are going to turn a normal Samsung phone into a Linux mini computer. This you could also do using an iPhone. However, you need a different tool in order to achieve the same objective. But what we are going to do now, you can do it using any Android phone. Usually, whenever I want to do this, the first thing or one of the first things I like to do is to check the components of my mobile phone. Here, as you can see, I'm using a tool called DevInfo. So with DevInfo, you can see everything about your mobile phone. So here, as you can see, my CPU, for example, is a Snapdragon, and it has 8 cores. Also, I can find something like the storage, for example. I can find like the memory here. So most of the information about your phone you can find here in order to make sure that it will be able to, to do what we intend to do now. Now, the tool that we are going to use is called UserLAnd. UserLAnd allows you to run Linux distributions on your Android phone. Now, let us go to Play Store. When you go to Play Store, here you can search for the tool. Now, let us search for UserLAnd. Once you find UserLAnd, what you need to do is to have it installed. So as you can see here, it says UserLAnd Linux, sorry. So now let me go on and install this. It's going to take a couple of seconds. Now, UserLAnd is installed. It took about 2 minutes or thereabouts. After installation, the next thing you do is to open it. Once you open it, this is where you choose what distribution that you want to use. For me, I really like to use Ubuntu. And so from here, you can choose what you want. If you want the Debian, for example, or Kali, whatsoever, you can choose it from here. So for me, like I said, I will go on and choose Ubuntu. Once you choose Ubuntu, let me allow that to run. Here is asking us if we want to install features of this very tool. To make this very simple, I'm going to go on and say no to that. Here it's asking us what you want to do. So here you can select if you want a desktop environment or not. So what I want to do, let me choose minimal and continue. So this is going to, what I want to use is terminal. I really like to use terminal. If you prefer a graphical user interface, for example, you could choose that. But let me leave it as terminal and continue. Once I continue, it's going to just take its time to have this configured for us. We are now inside of Ubuntu. Here, just like you would do in a normal Linux environment, you can use all the commands that you got here. So as you can see, everything works exactly the same. To every new Linux installation, for example, I like to update the package list. Here I've got sudo apt update and then upgrade. So let us update the package list, which is going to again take a couple of seconds to complete. Now, after the update, I'm going to install some of the tools I need. Here I've got Python 3, I've got Git. I also like Vim instead of Nano, which comes with the Ubuntu distribution, but I prefer to use Vim. The next thing I want is OpenSSH server because we're going to run a web app after this installation. Now the installation has completed and I must admit this took very long time to complete. Now let me clear the screen. If you want now, we could actually Python 3 version. Yeah, we've got Python. We could do this with other things that we installed. I installed also Vim. All of these things are already there, so there's no need to check them again. Now, I'm going to quickly host a web server on this mobile phone. If you remember, we already installed Python 3 and we also installed Vim. So what I want to do, let me create a directory. Let us call it web. And inside this directory, I'm going to create, let's say Vim index.html. mobile web server, and let us save it. Now it is saved. Now let me start the web server by going Python 3 -m, then http.server, then port 8000. Let's hit enter. Now the server has started. I'm going to go to the browser and trying to access the file that we just created now. Now on my mobile phone, let's go localhost 8000. Let's hit enter and see what happens. Now, as you can see, it says welcome to mobile web server. That's what I intended to write. Mobile web server. So now, as you can see, we've been able to host a small web application on this very mobile phone. So using this UserLAnd on mobile phone, obviously there are some limitations at this very moment. There are things that you couldn't do there. So you can do some of these basic things. I do not think you could use it, I don't know, maybe play games or doing some very, very heavy, intensive stuff. Now, we are using the Linux terminal. So what I'm trying to do is to find out if we can use a full-fledged graphical user interface on this very, using this very tool. So that's one thing I want to try in the next video. So if you want to find out, I would encourage you to check the next video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to like, and to share. Thank you.